Greetings and salutations, Leo here, and today we're going to be looking at lofts, in particular the context of the rapier as I showed you last time, right here. Wait, decides to load up, right. So here's the rapier last time, and this is the blade we're going to be working upon. We worked on the pommel, which is the same style as the intersection curve. I've also added a plate loft that I'll show in the next video, but today we're going to be focusing on the blade. So we're going to start in new parts. I've got a head start here by starting with just a slot 8.5 by 4.5. I'll just do a demonstration on this. It's just slot 8.5, 4.5. That's it, no big deal. But I'll take that out. And that's going to form, that's the kind of starting of the bar. And then what we're then going to do is we're then going to start another sketch on a plane, just a wee bit above it. Let's say 10 mils. No, we're 5. Beauty of planes is we can constantly adjust it. Right. So then we're going to start a 2D sketch on this plane. We're then going to project through the geometry of last time of the slot. Click OK. And then we're then going to take an arc and we're just going to go from the midpoint. Actually, before we do that, we're just going to put in a couple of main lines because what we need to do is we have to set a tangent. Go across and across. They'll snap together. Then we switch into an arc up here. Just click OK. I'll just take it out of construction mode. And then what we're just going to do is then use the tangent to go from there to there. And we're pretty much just going to do 4 arches, all in the same way. Need to turn that off. Make them all full lines. From there to there. And from there to there. Okay. Then we're just going to use the tangent constraint just to constrain them all properly. And there we go. Okay, now that then models the transition. But you'll see the first problem we're going to have is, if I just select that, is firstly we actually have to set those to all the actual projection to a construction line. Otherwise that's going to try and join the loft, which should be the first source of your problem. Okay, so now we have just the profile. The biggest problem you'll notice is when you do that to that, you don't get always nice swept, nice edges lofted. See, it kind of wants to try and go across itself. So what you do is we back out of it, is we go back to our first sketch, and we're going to drop some points down. Drop the points at where it's the profile essentially doesn't change as much. And we're going to do the same for sketch 3. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Finish sketch. Okay, what you see now is now got a point slot. We can now go into a 3D sketch, and these are going to form guide rails, which drop from here. Let's drop out of it. It wants to try and keep you 3D sketching, but essentially. Okay. And the beauty of it is they just all snap together perfectly. So it's not like you've got to try and like predict where it is. It just snaps. And click finish. And now then you can literally just go to the Loft feature again, this time selecting this and this to form your feature. But now when you click on rails, you just select all your rails, click OK, and it now transitions far more smoothly. And that's the transition from the actual tang part, which we'll do at the end, to the actual part of the blade. It's called a hollow ground type of sword. You can also use different lenticular, or you got fullers in there where it curves in on itself. But as for now, the main focus is actually going now making the actual blade length. So we're now going to make another plane, XZ, and let's just say for sakes we can make it 400. This will then be a 40cm blade, so it's going to be relatively short. And this then we just achieve the same thing, but first we're going to set up some guidelines, and so we're going to do this 1.5 by 0.5 by 1.5 by 0.5. And I was going to rinse and repeat the same process as we did earlier, which is we're just going to do that. If I turn off construction mode, 0.5, and we're probably going to turn it off this time. Go to a line, to an arc. See, when I get it perfectly, you see a little tangent symbol. There we go. There we go. And then we're just going to now then reconstrain these so they're actually constrained properly. Oh, they already seem to be constrained. Click OK, click Finish. And then just going to use the Loft tool to go from there all the way to here. Click OK. Now we could probably do way better. We can probably go like 500, make it a bit more of a longer sword. There we go. Right. Next job is to actually put the point on it. So that's just going to be another XZ plane. By the way, all the way up I'm going to say 5 at 5. So you got a plane on top of the plane. And it's going to start a 2D sketch on top of this plane. Center point. All you got to do, drop a point down, click OK. And all that then does is click Finish, Loft, set the point, select the point, click OK. It looks kind of weird from this angle, but once you extend it, then we just make them invisible. You can now see the actual part of the blade. Now say that you call that blade, it's just a bit too long for you. Or say the point is it's not big enough. What you can do is you can just make the point, you can just re-enable it and just make, say, 510. And that'll make the point even bigger. Now this is going to be more of a stick them in the pointy end rather than a actual slash sword. But either way, it doesn't matter particularly. In this case, this is more just me practicing modelling. And last but not least, if you want to throw a tang in so you can actually mount it, but then it's going to project the geometry. Click OK, finish the sketch, and you then just click Extrude, and I've got a handle that I can fit a 150 tang into, and click OK. And that there is the whole blade of your sword, rapier, épée, whatever kind of weapon you want to use, and then you can just choose the material. So if you just want to choose like a stainless steel, so it's highly corrosion resistant. Right, thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next video.